Hey everyone, and welcome to another video and another SuperBOX unboxing, and this is their new S6 Ultra. Once again, I've had this box for a little while. In this part of the video, we're just going to initially take a look at what's in the box, what you get as part of the package. So packaging is very similar to the S6 Max. Opening it up, once again, you are met with the box itself. We'll take a look at what else we get in the package first. So similarly, again, it comes with a basic HDMI cable. It comes with the 2-prong power adapter as well. It comes with the basic remote, once again the RC200. I believe this is a Bluetooth remote, so once you do actually connect it, it will work off Bluetooth, but I'm not sure that the power on works over Bluetooth, so that still uses IR. And then you do get the user manual as well. Okay, putting all that to a side, we'll take a look at the box itself. So slightly different look for the S6 Ultra. It now comes in black, similar metal chassis finish, same chamfered edge. Front of the box is similar, so you get your branding on this side, you have your display. Once again, there's a little plastic protector on top of there, so do peel that off. You have a LED indicator, and I believe that might be the IR blaster. On the right hand side of the box, similar to the S6 Max, you have your TF card slot, you have your USB 3.0, USB 2.0, and then a restore button. On the left hand side you have just the venting, and then on the back is basically identical to a lot of the previous boxes. DC port for your power, IR port, AV port, HDMI port, you have your Ethernet port, and then you have your optical. Your antennas, once again, are not removable, but to be honest, most of the time you're just going to put it in situ like that, and as long as you've got them folded down, you won't see them anyway. Right, so that's the unboxing done. Next, we'll take a look at the actual user interface and see what's new. Okay, so taking a look at the actual software of the S6 Ultra itself. So as with all SuperBOXes, this is very similar to what you're used to seeing previously. The setup is pretty much identical in terms of the initial setup and obviously downloading the Blue apps. In terms of new features for the S6 Ultra, so the main features listed are time shift feature, which any of the channels with the yellow icon allow you to do a 8-hour window directly from the live program, so you can go back 8 hours, and once you've used time shift, you can then obviously fast forward in any of those programs as well. You also have parental control feature, so you can restrict certain channels on the Blue TV app if you don't want them being viewed. You have a slightly new interface, so they've changed a few of the user icons. It's mainly just UI. To be honest, the layout and everything else is pretty much the same as what it was previously. They've also stated that they've changed the user interface, but to be honest, for me, most of this is exactly the same. It's literally just a skin over the top with a few different icons. Another feature that they've got listed is a sports channel called Sports Moment, and this allows you to record as well as share any content from this particular channel without there being any issues with regards to copyright on YouTube or other platforms. The S6 Ultra in particular now comes with 128 gigs of internal storage, and the pricing is the same or equivalent to what the S5 models would have been. So that's all the sort of listed changes out the way. Now, one issue that, or more than one issue that I had with this particular box was, whilst the live TV app seemed to work perfectly fine, on this particular box, the VOD apps did not work for me. And this is where you basically benefit from having that backup TV app, where everything in that particular one was working, but all of the apps for the VOD and the playback from the normal listing, the normal Blue apps on this particular box did not work. So I had to go into the backup TV app, and that worked perfectly fine. Now, I basically did this test back to back with the S6 Max. So all of the listings that I tested for the S6 Max that were working perfectly fine, they're exactly the same ones that went in on this particular box and tested on this particular box as well. But on this one, for some reason, they did not work. As I've already mentioned, it wasn't really a big deal because that backup TV app meant that I could go in and use that app, play back those exact same titles and those exact same channels, that kind of thing, and they all worked perfectly fine. So I'm not sure what the issue was at the time of me testing this particular box, but for whatever reason, the main Blue TV apps did not work correctly, whereas the backup TV app did. Now, it didn't affect the live TV, so I was able to test the time shift, and once again, the time shift worked perfectly fine. But once again, that's not something, in my opinion, that is worth an upgrade for. If you don't previously have a SuperBOX and you're looking to buy one, then obviously you will always want to buy the latest version, especially if they're maintaining or retaining the same price point. Then it just makes sense to buy the latest version. Other than that, there aren't really the benefits or the sort of improvements that I would have liked to seen, which was better resolution, more consistent resolution, more consistent streams in terms of the channels. A lot of times they can be down and you have to use version 2 rather than the main version, and also better frame rates for any of the sports channels, so then you're not ending up with any type of motion blur. They're the main things I would have actually told them. Obviously that's a lot of that can't be within their control. Some of that is external third-party suppliers, but going forward, if they were to create a S7 model, that would be what I would personally recommend that they concentrate on, rather than concentrating on little things with regards to the software or the actual user interface, which doesn't make a great difference to the day-to-day usage as much as the actual content itself does. If you do have any questions, leave them in the comment section below and I'll do my best to answer them. If you haven't already done so, please do subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss out on any future videos, and I really appreciate if you can also give this video a thumbs up as well. And until the next one, thanks very much for watching.